Let's be real. The idea of job security feels a little shaky right now, doesn't it? The headlines are everywhere, and it's easy to feel a bit anxious. So today, we're going to walk through a guide to navigating all that uncertainty. And this isn't about being scared, it's about being prepared. It's about taking back control.
Okay, just to set the stage, look at this number. In 2023 alone, the tech world cut over 250,000 jobs. And listen, this isn't just a Silicon Valley story. We're seeing the same thing on Wall Street, manufacturing, you name it. And when you see a number that big, it's easy to take it personally. But the very first thing you have to remember is this.
I really want you to let that sink in. This is not about your performance or how valuable you are. It's about spreadsheets and bottom lines. It's a business decision. I mean, we've seen absolute rock stars at places like Meta and Amazon get caught in these exact same shifts. So with that in mind, let's get proactive. The single best time to prepare for a layoff is when you still have a job. Think of these next few steps as building your career armor. You're making yourself resilient no matter what happens down the road. And this right here, this shows why it's so important. With 58% of people living paycheck to paycheck, a sudden job loss can go from a problem to a full-blown crisis, like immediately. This is why the very first piece of armor we need to build is financial. The goal here is to create a cushion. You want to aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses, but honestly, even starting with $1,000 makes a massive difference. So start there. Then you can look at trimming some fat from your budget, really attacking that high-interest credit card debt, and do yourself a favor. Look up your state's unemployment benefits now. It's way better to know how it works before you're in a stressful situation. All right, let's talk about your professional brand. Don't wait until you're in a panic to dust off your resume. The trick is shifting from just listing what you did to showing the impact you made. Responsible for reports. Okay, fine. But generated weekly reports that identified 15% cost savings, now that gets you an interview. See the difference? And beyond paper, your network is your lifeline. But here's the secret. You can't just be the person who only calls when they need something. You have to build those relationships now. Nurture your LinkedIn connections. Grab a coffee with a former colleague. Just like this expert says, people are so much more willing to help somebody they already know and like.
Okay, now, let's talk about the hard part. The moment it happens, you get that meeting invite, your stomach just drops into your shoes. How you handle this one critical conversation can really change your entire transition.
This is rule number 1. I can't stress this enough. You're going to feel a mix of shock, anger, everything. But lashing out only hurts you in the long run. Your industry is smaller than you think. Take a deep breath, listen, and stay composed. A graceful exit means you can still get a good reference. And hey, you never know, they might even want to rehire you down the line. Your mind is going to be racing in that meeting, so it really helps to have a mental checklist ready. You just want to walk out of there with total clarity on these key things. Don't be afraid to take notes on your phone and ask them to send you all the details in writing. And this is a big one. They'll probably hand you a separation agreement. Do not feel pressured to sign it right there. You have time. Take it home, read it carefully, and you can even try to negotiate. Maybe you can ask for another month of health coverage or outplacement services. The worst they can do is say no.
So, you've handled the moment. You're out the door. Now what? This is where we flip the script. We're moving from defense to offense. Let's talk about the strategic rebound and how you can actually turn this setback into a huge opportunity.
The first couple of days are all about getting stable. File for unemployment right away. Sometimes there's a waiting period. Figure out your health insurance situation, whether that's COBRA or something else. Tighten up your budget. And just as important as all that, give yourself a minute to just process what happened. It's okay to just breathe. Now for some good news, because it can feel like you'll be out of work forever. But the data says otherwise. A survey from last year found that nearly 80% of laid-off tech workers found a new job within 3 months. Almost 40% landed a new role in under a month. So yeah, the bounce back is totally real. Keep your head up. So how do you get the search started? Go tactical. First thing, go to your LinkedIn profile and flip on that open to work feature. It's like putting up a big green light for recruiters. Then start activating that network you've been building. Seriously, so many great jobs are filled through referrals before they ever even get posted online. And as you're moving forward, ask yourself this question. Is this just a setback, or is this actually a rare chance to hit the reset button? Maybe this is the push you needed to finally learn that skill you've been thinking about, or to pivot into an industry you're actually passionate about. So let's wrap this all up. Look, navigating a layoff is tough, no doubt about it, but it is completely manageable when you shift your mindset from fear to strategy. It's all about building that resilience and finding the opportunity that's hiding inside the challenge. But if you remember just one thing from all this, let it be this: you are not alone. This is not a reflection of you. This is a huge economic thing that has impacted some of the most brilliant people at the biggest companies in the world. Think of it this way. One chapter is over, but your story is far from finished. This is not an ending, it's a transition. Your job ended? Your career? Oh, it absolutely did not. So the only question left is, what's your next move?